guys, so a quick video here. Wanted to do a discussion on New Zealand and the upcoming Swiss move. But we can't talk about how we got here unless we discuss this first. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Hang on a minute. So we got to here, but we're doing better than that. We're up here now. So what we have to really understand here before we enter anything, before we even press the button, before we even look at a chart, we have to determine beforehand why the New Zealand US dollar is going up. But obviously we're back here, so we need, when we were at this point, we need to know why it's going up. Is it going up on New Zealand strength, or is it going up on dollar weakness? To get an idea of that, we'll briefly go in here. We want to understand here. We need to see this collectively. Okay, the indexes. We can't look at them individually, or it will make no sense. We look at the dollar here. It's a down move in the period we can see. Forget about the what's happened back here, what's building up and all that. We cross that bridge. We will cross that bridge later. It's the same thing. It's just another fractal. You'll zoom out and you'll see that in time. If this was a build up, you'll know, and you have it marked down. But for the purpose of this video, we see that the dollar is down. Why is it down? Well, it's simple. It's down because CAD is sideways, Swiss is sideways, Aussie is up, New Zealand is sideways slash up, Euro is sideways slash down, and Pound is sideways slash up. So all of that means that the dollar will be like that. Okay. Don't look at the dollar on its own and be like, oh, it's going down. No, it looks like that because all this looks like that, which equals that. Okay. So we have to understand that. If we don't understand it, we won't know what the hell we're doing. Okay, and we'll just look at this like it's some type of casino. It's not a casino. So, in order to get there, watch this next video. We put the whole thing into one screen, one playlist, and we're going to watch it again, and then we'll understand this. Remember, guys, they're just looking at numbers. This guy's got a chart. He's not. He don't care about that. It's all numbers. They're looking at the numbers, folks. They want to know what's happening. This is all bullshit. This is all bullshit. Maybe this guy knows what he's doing. I don't know. He's got level 2 there, but he might have a way of doing it. Who knows? But for the desk would be trashed. There'd be shit everywhere. So unless he cleaned it for the picture, but the main guys, they're looking at the numbers. Why are they looking at the numbers? Well, we've gone over this thousands of times. Because what happened? Remember the reason we played that song there, Torrential Pain. We'll do that. We'll throw that up here. Torrential pain. It could be torrential rain. So it's suggesting water, pipes, Pisces. Pisces rules all of this. And that's what it's been for me since, 2001, when I got this. Do we have a light here? Is this going to work here? Yeah, we'll have a little look here. I don't know if we're going to see it here. We got this for a reward in school for picking Mersey docks and rail track, and we were supposed to pick them and have them for a whole year, and whoever had the highest return would win, and so I won. And ever since then I've been on this journey to try to figure out what the hell's going on, and it went back to this place here, Swift Trade in Montreal, and it all looked like this. It all looked like is there a room here we can see some sort of familiarity, perhaps. No, I mean these guys here, they know what they're doing. This is not what it looked like. These guys know what they're doing as well. They're brokers anyway. No, these people know what they're doing. Let's try to find something here. This guy's watching level 2 here. This is what everyone was looking at, like this. But really nobody had a clue what the hell was going on. There was no BMWs, no Ferraris, no Porsches, no Lamborghinis, no Mercedes parked outside, like I told you guys before. Everybody took the metro. Okay, and nobody was able to tell me what the hell was going on. So, ever since then, I've been, I was there for, 2 months, and then I went to another place in 2010, same deal. Nobody had a clue what the hell was going on. Everybody was gambling. What they were doing is they were staring at this instead of this. This. And this. And trying to interpret what that is and why that's like that and why that's like that based on the collective. And once one frees, the other one's able to go. So we're going to do a Swiss. We're going to do a Swiss here. The reason we want to go over the Swiss is we need to interpret whether the Swiss is strong on Swiss strength, or is it strong on the rest of on everything else? And again, this is another move that's invisible here. We need to see if that's relative. We know what the numbers were yesterday. The move is basically, the team here is dollar, CAD, Swiss versus pound, euro, Aussie, New Zealand. Pound is the boss. We'll go back to yesterday, like underlying. And euro always follows the pound. New Zealand always follows the Aussie, so those guys have got strength and the other guys have got weakness. The CAD's somewhere in the middle. So we want to stay away from the CAD. And we want to assume of a Swiss strengthening back up to the greens somewhere. And that will allow the pound to follow the euro down. With that happening, the Swiss can weaken, the dollar can weaken, but not as weak as the pound, while the New Zealand strengthens and follows the Aussie. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But we want to look for the boss here for tomorrow. It's still the New Zealand, right? So we want to stay. We want to be careful. We don't want to be shorting New Zealand. It can drop back here. If the Swiss indeed does go up, that would equal some type of New Zealand and Aussie down move, with a continuation of the pound and the euro. If that's the case, let's sell some more pound Swiss. Where is the pound Swiss? Here it is. We need a better price than that anyway, so. The best way to do this, if we have to pull up the Twitter there, and we'll go back where it was clean, because this move today has changed the game. It hasn't really. I mean, the existing move is still playing out. It's still there, but definitely we've got a change of plan here for some people. Not for us, because we knew that the pound had gone up too much, and the New Zealand hasn't gone up enough, while the dollar, the CAD, and the Swiss are on their own thing going the other way. So the discount is New Zealand. As the New Zealand rises to chase those guys, the pound can slow. Kind of what's happening with BTC right now, with this LTC BTC up move that we've been working on for a while. There can still be strength in both of them, but the boss, it slows down eventually. And that's what we're seeing. So we have to be careful, and it's like a squirrel. We have to be the squirrels. They've got like 10 different backup plans. Okay. And I watch them. They've got 10 different backup plans. It's crazy. I don't know. Something's wrong with this chart. It's jammed. I can't get it to move anymore. It's like jammed in the MT4 somehow. Yeah, so we'll come back here, and it's very simple. We go back to that, and obviously, guys, check it on the yens. Get in sync. Don't enter this until you're in sync, and then once you're in sync, you don't even need to be in sync. That's the crazy thing what I've discovered recently. If you go with these indexes here, and you start observing them, you could watch it and do your homework from here, let's say. You're like, okay, well, that's sideways because the CAD is slightly up, it's sideways because the dollar is slightly down, it's sideways because the Aussie is slightly up, it's also sideways because New Zealand is slightly up, and it's sideways because the euro is weak, and it's sideways because the pound is strong, which shows us that Swiss does have some strength there, because pound, Aussie, and CAD here have got a little strength, but Swiss is able to maintain itself on this local perspective. That's what we're seeing right there, and if you, and that's how long it took me to get in sync. But if let's say we went on holiday for 2 weeks and we just sit here and we don't want to wait for it to come along here, we can go back to here and apply the same thing. Then we look back. What has happened? Why is the Swiss looking like that? Oh, okay, I see it's looking like that because at that point the CAD's looking like that. Okay, the dollar's weak. Okay, great. So the Swiss is able to be sideways because the dollar's weak. The CAD is weak, right? The Aussie's strong during that time. The Euro's kind of strong, but not as strong as the Aussie. New Zealand's really strong. And the pound is strong. So with the Swiss being able to hold itself here during that time, while the others are strong and the Swiss doesn't drop, it really is showing us a little Swiss strength. So we're looking for these type of clues. So what shall we, the purpose for this was, if the pound is the strongest, right, New Zealand is clearly the discount. The New Zealand can't pull all of these down. That's crazy to think that. Because the existing move is up. And with these like this, Swiss weak, CAD likely to follow, and dollar wanting to follow that. Well, you know, it's obvious, and then you can simply go on the charts and try and see if there's some type of alignment in your belief that you've built, and then look on the yens too, and I mean that's pretty much a wrap. We'll put together this Swiss on the YouTube. It's not a massive trade. We're just trying to get this Swiss back up here to the zeros somewhere, and then we'll get back and do it again, because unless it's doing something else, then we'll go the other way. All right, peace, cheers.
You're the perfect American girl. You touch me even if you could. spend the nights drinking.